So yes, we are going to be kicking off the President's Welcome. First off, hello and welcome class of 2024, transfer students, administrators, faculty, and staff. As Dean Fernandez said, my name is Eleni Rizos. I am a senior nursing major from Wakefield, Massachusetts, and I am beyond honored to introduce myself as your Student Orientation Leader Chair. Before I begin, I would like to recognize all the hard work performed by the orientation leaders, residence assistants, transition mentors, faculty, and staff members who have helped us achieve this historical and quite different movement in orientation. I am grateful that during your first official week as Anselmians, I'm among the first to say, welcome to St. A's. Not only am I appreciative to be at the starting point of your new personal journey, but I look forward to all of you becoming part of the proud St. Anselm College family. Our campus that is sweetly perched on a hill is so much more than a place for a superb education. It is a place that serves as a home to those that open their hearts. Coming to the hilltop for the first time is a memory that I vividly remember. My school nurse wrote down a list of colleges that had excellent nursing programs. St. Anselm College was immediately one that caught my eye. I scheduled a tour, but as the day drew closer, I almost canceled. My hesitancy stemming from the repetitiveness of college tours and the dreadful weather we were having. But deep down, I knew I needed to go. So I grabbed my raincoats and positive energy, and off I went. As soon as I drove onto campus, the inspiring sight of Alumni Hall made it all worth it. And it was as if there was a puzzle and I was one of the missing pieces in the St. A's class of 2021 set. After an unforgettable tour with a magnificent Anselmian from the class of 2017, I made my trek back to Wakefield, where I realized that this hilltop was going to be my new home. And over the past 3 years, I've been able to make it just that. The people I have met and the experiences I have been through have shaped me into the person I am proud to be today. So, before I go any further, shall I address the elephant in the room, or on the Zoom? COVID-19, the uprooting and world-changing word that knocked all our lives off their axes. I would like to say this. Congratulations. Congratulations on what I believe was a magnificent high school career, because you did it. Be so proud of that accomplishment, because it brought you to your next important journey, the one filled with Anselmian pride, Benedictine love, and a whole lot of self-discovery. So, if you are going to take away anything from the words I have spoken today, at least let it be this. Every experience you have gone through in these past couple of months have made you a stronger person. You have been able to face disappointments with grace, adapt to our newfound reality, and continually take steps to change our world one mask at a time. I believe I speak for the majority of St. A's when I say this. We are thrilled to have you. So if I may, I would like to tell you some things I have learned about my time on the hilltop. When I made it to St. A's as a freshman, I remember thinking of all the things I wanted to get involved in. I was quite ambitious back in the day, but at the top of my list was the admissions program. I got involved as soon as possible, and the next thing I knew, it became my campus job all 4 years. But it had become more than a job for me. It gave me my school moms, Lee and Kathy, smiles that warmed my heart, an overwhelming amount of joy. Joy because I love sending out postcards with the hope of seeing that person again. Joy because I get to talk about my favorite place and be able to share my experiences with future Anselmians. I get to bring my energy to this job, and it is welcomed with open arms. So get involved. By pouring your heart into this school, it will give you back so much in return. I unreservedly did that, and I cannot be happier with who I am today. All thanks to St. A's. Now more than ever, it is important to build your own personal community. But just like building a village, it does not happen overnight. I found my people sophomore year, and every day I reflect on how grateful I am for them. Not only that, but I found faculty and staff that I am able to confide in and support me in challenging times. Never be afraid to start a conversation or say hi to the person you see on your daily commute to Davison. Build friendships and create a good life that you envision for yourself. Do not worry if it is not immediate. The good things take time. Trust the process and be yourself. I promise it will work out. So class of 2024 and transfer students, welcome home. You are now finally a part of the Anselmian family. This is a spectacular moment for you. Do not take your time here or accomplishments for granted. I promise you that just like high school, college will also fly by. I am now a senior, and those words quite frankly make my heart sink because my time on the hilltop is coming to a close. So, be the light in people's days, carry on our Anselmian beliefs, and know that life is by no means perfect. But when sitting on the steps of alumni for sunrise, it sure is beautiful. So, study hard, get involved, and find who you want to be. Because in conversatio, they will ask you, what does your good life look like? A couple of years later, you will come to the realization that you've been living it all along. I wish you the best of luck. Please say hi if you see me. Congratulations again, and welcome to the hilltop. With that, it is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Joseph A. Favazza, President of the college.
Hello, class of 2024. Welcome to the hilltop. We're so happy that you're here. You're hearing everyone's welcome to you. No doubt you're very happy to be here, especially knowing how you ended up the senior year of your high school career. But we're very, very happy that you're here, and we look forward to the few days of orientation, and then, of course, the beginning of the fall semester. I'm beginning my sophomore year as the president of St. Anselm College. Last year was quite a challenge. No one anticipated a pandemic, but we have worked very hard through the summer to think through all of the things that we need to do in order to open the campus safely, but also give each student a transformative experience that is such a signature part of the St. Anselm experience. So things are going to be a little different this semester. Of course, for you, it's not so different, right? Because you've never known anything else but to wear a mask on campus and to social distance and to practice good hygiene. But trust me, we have tried to think it all through, and we're going to need your help, of course, to make sure that we follow the community care covenant so that the whole campus can remain safe, and more importantly, all of us can remain on campus through the semester. I've been thinking a lot about breath in these last few weeks. And one thing you should know is my own background as a faculty member was as a teacher and scholar in the field of religious studies. And I've been thinking a lot about breath and the fact that really the word for breath is related to the same word for spirit. And the fact that we wear these facial coverings to control our breath is something that makes me think about the fact, I hope it does not control our spirit. Because even though we're wearing our facial coverings to keep one another safe, I want us to have, all of us have a strong spirit as we enter this semester. It's important that we keep our energy up, that we rely on one another, that if we see someone who's struggling, that we reach out to them. All of the things that we need to do in order to have a safe and successful first semester. So again, while you wear your face mask in public, as you keep your breath to yourself, don't keep your spirit to yourself. That would be my advice to you. And I really look forward to meeting each and every one of you. I look forward to seeing you around campus. And again, welcome to the hilltop, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful orientation.
There we go. Sorry, I can't unmute myself, so someone has to do it for me. My apologies for that. So that was the wonderful President Favazza. I would now like to introduce Richard, or Rit, Flandreau, Student Body President.
Good morning, everybody. My fellow orientation leaders, class of 2024. I'd like to give a quick shout out to Group L. Thank you for putting up with my corny jokes and definitely the unique Zoom calls the last month or so. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to Eleni Rizos and the whole committee for absolutely killing it this year. They have bent over backwards and need to plan actually the whole orientation over again for this whole new year. They grabbed the bull by the horns and they came out with nothing but success, to say the least. Well, this is not entirely how I pictured giving this speech. I guess this is our current reality. Giving pre-recorded speeches with, well, this is not pre-recorded, but giving speeches with half a suit on, I actually only have half a suit on right now, is definitely something new to all of us. Regardless, I welcome everyone to the Hilltop. I personally remember the mixed bag of emotions during the transition to college. I was ecstatic to meet new people and to become independent. I was a little sad, to be perfectly honest with you, to do my own laundry. That was certainly a skill that picked up fast. Nonetheless, orientation will allow you to make friends you may have never bumped into. Take these relationships through all your 4 years here. Learn to step out of your comfort zone. Learn to reach out to those in need, the ones that need a hand. You will learn that being an Anselmian is something that not many people can say they are. You will learn about your traditions, and our hallmarks. If you haven't picked that up by now, we're going to learn a whole lot this year in your next 4 years. Now, I'd like to share with you a story that my fellow OLs and peers have probably heard quite a few times, but I'm going to tell it to the class of 2024. I actually committed here to St. Anselm for tennis. And after my freshman year, our program was unfortunately discontinued. When I received that news, my life was turned upside down. That was one of the main reasons I came to St. Anselm College. I wondered, did I make the wrong choice coming here? What will I do now? Should I transfer? Should I play basketball on the St. A's basketball team? Well, in all honesty, I did want to walk onto the basketball team, but realized I haven't played in 5 years, so that wasn't a very realistic goal. So I went the rest of my freshman year and even the summer into my sophomore year, thinking I was going to transfer to some D1 college or Division II college down south. But then I realized something very important that a wise lady once told me. You're not going pro, sorry to break it to you, and the institution that you choose must not only have a great program, but amazing academics and student life. And that lady was my high school guidance counselor, by the way. At that moment, I realized that St. A's is truly a fantastic college with so much to offer. I will forever bleed white and blue. Now, as a high school senior, your year was cut short. Our seniors last year, class of 2020, had a shortened year as well. We all did. Now, you might be saying, why is this guy being extremely negative right now? It's supposed to be an optimistic year. And that's not my goal. But rather for you to understand that we must embrace every small moment and every second that we have on campus and every opportunity that comes our way. Carpe diem, seize the day, is what we have learned. These are unexpected times, and we as a community will become stronger because of it. Class of 2024, you have witnessed that going through the emotions and actually embracing the moment are completely different. I challenge every one of you to reflect every day, to see if you went to the lecture, wrote some notes, took a nap, went to bed, or did you go to the lecture, engage by participating, go have a picnic on the quad, 6 feet apart, of course, and fully engage in the college experience. When you put your deposit into St. Anselm College, you committed to a full college experience. We will work tirelessly to meet those expectations, with our masks on, of course, as well. And while some traditions may be different, we now have the opportunity to create new ones and our own. Now, I'd like to share a quick anecdote from my orientation that made a big impact on my transition to college. Maddie Ward, one of our OLs, saw me actually sitting alone at one of the orientation events. I was sitting alone for maybe, 10, 15 seconds. Within that time, he actually came over, He started talking to me. He made me feel welcome. Sorry if I get emotional here, but he made me feel welcome, and that was the moment when I was like, I knew I came to the right place. You know, it was very simple. It was very cliche. He asked me what was my majoring, what was my hometown. But now he may have forgotten this, but I surely have not. You know, that was really the moment where, you know, I came to the community where they cared about me. So your 4 years will go by fast. Trust me. I'm already a junior. The best thing you can do is surround yourself by positive people. I am very biased in my love for this college, but I assure you we are ranked one of the happiest universities in the country for a reason. And not to mention #1 for Christmas spirit. Join a club. Take classes that may not be in your major. Volunteer through the Amelia Center. Attend a CAB event, Campus Activities Board. Cabingo is always a popular one. You will hear that a lot around here. Join Student Government Association. Now more than ever is the time to do something different, to discover your interests and dislikes. I came into college as a pre-med biology major that plays tennis, and now I'm an accounting major that is involved in SGA. Take chances, okay? I cannot emphasize that enough. Please do not ever hesitate to reach out to me or my fellow OLs. If you ever hear a guy talking really loud about how bad the New York Knicks are from across the quad, most likely me. And I'd like to also say that Dean Finn mentioned something to the OLs yesterday. That was very inspiring. Follow the community care covenant so that we can make it to Turkey Day together. Now, class of 2024, you are in for a roller coaster ride, but an amazing one. Carpe diem, and of course, go Hawks. Let's make it to Turkey Day. Thank you. And also, we are going to do a quick banner raising that was pre-recorded. I also have a little quick banner raising myself, but Eleni, I throw it over to you.
Okay, yes. So as Rit has said, we are going to go into the quick banner raising. And though it may not have been in previous years, it is still a wonderful. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So you'll be able to find that wonderful flag up in Davison, and every year we'll go a little bit closer and adulthood soon. So that, I think, just brings us about to our close. You guys are going to be meeting with your orientation leaders. They should have sent you some information. They are so excited to get these couple days started. I hope that you are as well. I'll be here all week. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow and in the upcoming days. So, yes, that is all I have for all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. From the bottom of my heart, welcome to the Hilltop.